Hello everyone and welcome to Prepspot. Let's break down the detailed bilateral talks between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and US President Donald Trump that took place on February 13th to 14th, 2025. These discussions cover a range of topics, from trade and tariff negotiations to defense cooperation, strategic partnerships, and even controversial domestic issues. Let's dive into the key points. First, on the trade and tariff front, India proposed significant tariff cuts across various sectors such as electronics, medical equipment, and chemicals. For instance, reductions were offered on US agricultural exports like almonds and apples, and even on Harley-Davidson motorcycles, which saw their duty reduced from 50% to 40%. These moves were designed to counter Trump's policy of imposing reciprocal tariffs on nations with what he described as unfair import duties, targeting, for example, a 70% tariff on US cars. Modi's concessions were a strategic preemptive measure to avoid retaliatory tariffs and to help address a massive US trade deficit with India, which ranges from $45.6 billion to as high as $100 billion. Additionally, on the energy front, India agreed to increase its purchases of US oil, gas, and LNG, a critical step in rebalancing the trade relationship, especially since Trump has been positioning the US as a top energy supplier to India. Moving on to defense and security cooperation, the discussions took on a robust tone. The US announced plans to supply India with fifth-generation F-35 stealth fighter jets and to ramp up defense sales by billions of dollars, including co-production deals for Javelin missiles and Stryker combat vehicles. A noteworthy development was the extradition of Tevur Rana, a conspirator linked to the 26/11 Mumbai attacks, underscoring enhanced counter-terrorism collaboration. Furthermore, Modi engaged with US Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard to boost intelligence sharing, particularly focusing on cybersecurity and counter-terrorism, which are increasingly critical in today's global security landscape. In the realm of strategic partnerships and geopolitics, both leaders underscored India's pivotal role in Trump's Indo-Pacific strategy, primarily aimed at countering China's growing military and economic influence. However, Modi expressed concerns about being sidelined in potential US-China deals, highlighting the delicate balance India must maintain in this complex geopolitical environment. On another front, Modi reiterated India's pro-peace stance concerning the Russia-Ukraine war. While India praises Trump's mediation efforts, it continues to import energy from Russia despite ongoing Western sanctions, a move that reflects India's pragmatic approach to its energy needs. In a bid to align more closely with Trump's vision, Modi even coined the term MIGA, Make India Great Again, envisioning a MAGA partnership that promises prosperity through enhanced economic and strategic collaboration. Now, let's address some of the more controversial issues that surfaced during these talks. One such matter was the case involving Gautam Adani, a key ally of Modi, who is entangled in a bribery indictment by the US Justice Department. Modi sought American assistance to resolve this case, which has significant political and economic ramifications. There were also sensitive discussions regarding the alleged involvement of Indian intelligence in a plot to assassinate Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a US-based Sikh activist, during President Biden's tenure, a matter that continues to stir debate. Furthermore, Trump criticized the Biden administration's handling of Khalistani separatists in the United States and pledged closer cooperation with India on extradition efforts, adding another layer of complexity to the bilateral dialogue. Turning to immigration and deportation, this has been a long-standing sticking point in US-India relations. Trump has been vocal about his concerns regarding illegal immigration, particularly pointing to the approximately 725,000 unauthorized Indian immigrants in the US. In response, Modi agreed to accept verified Indian citizens residing illegally in the US, a decision that came amid a recent incident where 104 Indian nationals were deported on a US military flight. This move not only addressed Trump's immediate immigration concerns but also underscored the broader challenge of managing human trafficking networks, a challenge both nations have committed to tackling collaboratively. On the economic and technological front, the bilateral talks set an ambitious target of achieving $500 billion in trade by 2030. This goal is part of ongoing negotiations for a comprehensive trade agreement that would cover energy, technology, and defense sectors. In addition, both sides are exploring the Trust Initiative, a collaborative framework that aims to drive innovation in fields like artificial intelligence, semiconductor technology, and space exploration. This initiative involves close cooperation among governments, academia, and the private sector. There was also an interesting discussion with Elon Musk about expanding Starlink services into India, aligning with Trump's broader tech-driven economic agenda and further emphasizing the multifaceted nature of these talks. Lastly, the global reactions and inherent risks of these negotiations cannot be overlooked. Trump's policy of matching tariffs has raised concerns about triggering a global trade war, making India's preemptive tariff cuts a critical measure to mitigate such risks. Meanwhile, India's position remains one of strategic ambiguity, balancing its need to avoid direct confrontation with China while maintaining vital energy ties with Russia. This balancing act tests Trump's transactional approach to diplomacy and reflects the complex interplay of national interests in today's global economy. To sum up, these bilateral talks between PM Modi and President Trump encapsulate a broad spectrum of issues, from trade and tariffs to defense, immigration, and strategic partnerships. They illustrate India's proactive approach to managing its economic and geopolitical interests, while also highlighting the challenges posed by external pressures and domestic controversies. As Trump famously remarked, "Whatever India charges, we charge them." It's a big problem, but we'll fix it, and Modi countered with, "India is not neutral, India is on the side of peace." These statements underscore the dynamic and sometimes contentious nature of US-India relations. So that's it. Drop your comments below and let's discuss. Answer this question in comments. The correct answer will be given heart and pinned. Lastly, we just want to let you know that we are a newly emerging online platform for competitive exams. Creating educational explainer videos like these requires a lot of effort, money, and time. If you like these videos and want us to excel and create videos in all categories of competitive exams, then you can consider supporting us with a one-time donation through the Ko-fi platform and also by becoming a member through Patreon. This will help us create more such informative educational videos in the competitive exams space. So, one last time, subscribe and share this channel with all your friends who are preparing for competitive exams. And also, follow us on social media platforms. The links are given in the About section of the channel and also in the video description. So, see you in the next video.